All right, let's dive in. Today we're looking at a text with two totally different stories of time.
So you've got this central conflict, 13.8 billion years versus just under 6,000. Big difference, right?
To make sense of this, the source lays out two competing models, two totally different narratives.
Okay, let's start with the first one, which the text calls the inspector's yardstick. This is where the source really critiques the mainstream scientific view and its whole method.
It's all explained with this great allegory about an inspector and a cooling pot of water.
See, his math is perfect, but he gets the backstory completely wrong. He misses the chef. The text calls this extrapolation. It's like walking backwards assuming the road is always straight.
So, what's the other option? Well, the text calls it the architect's finished world.
The big idea here, the universe wasn't born a baby. It was created fully formed, an adult.
The fancy term for this is functionally mature initialization, basically starting at the finish line.
Think of it like a video game world. It looks ancient the second you power it on.
Or picture a tree created with all its rings. They're not for age, they're for strength.
And this is where things get really interesting. It's a total clash of ideas.
The inspector says complexity takes time. The architect says, nope, it was born complex. So what about cosmic puzzles? You know, like galaxies that spin way too fast. The inspector's model has to invent stuff you can't see or touch just to make the math work. The source calls this a massive 95% fudge factor, just to make the equations balance. But the architect's model suggests built-in solutions, kind of like a safety valve on a pressure cooker.
The two models also lean on completely different kinds of evidence. This is key.
So what do you trust? The decaying ink on the page or the copyright date from the author?
The argument is, the author's word is way more reliable than the physical stuff it's printed on.
This witness record is called the Mesorah. Think of it like an unbreakable chain of information. Okay, so this all brings us to the final choice that the source material presents. And the choice isn't really science versus myth. It's about two different ways of knowing. So the source leaves us with this question. Is history measured, or is it a story we're told?